Uh, uh, Hi, my name is Dhruv Diddi. I go by Diddi because most people can't pronounce Dhruv. Uh, my mentor is Michael Miller. Yeah, I'm a sophomore in computer engineering, and my project is about media captioning through NLP. So this is a really interesting project because the field of NLP itself is pretty interesting and broad. So NLP is natural language processing. It deals with how we can convert human language to something which can be converted to text, or maybe, so a lot of companies and people are also working on converting natural language to just programs and algorithms. So there might be a time when you just tell a machine to print numbers 1 to 10, and then it would do that instead of writing a for loop and so on. So that's the kind of, these are some keywords which are usually used around NLP. Most people underestimate the amount of difficulty, how difficult it is to work in this field, because human language, especially English, it's not as simple as algorithms or languages used by computers. So, for example, you could have something like, I ate a spaghetti with chopsticks, and I ate a spaghetti with meatballs. Both meatballs and chopsticks are nouns, but the computer, how it has to detect the context of, because you can't really eat spaghettis with meatballs in your hands, right? So yeah, it's a pretty interesting field. A lot of people are working on it. Google is investing on how you could tag pictures with images recently, and so on. So why would I work on this project? So the core idea of the project is providing captioning to different media. How it's done right now is through humans, which is amazing because there are so many fields where computer is automating, but this is one field where still humans do it. So how it happens is there's a video which gets captured, there's someone who types in really fast if it's happening in real time, and then it goes through a captioning encoder which finally puts it in the display. This is a very meticulous process, and it's not good for scalability. It's important because, one of the inspirations for this project was also the disability section of our society as well, and the department here. So the disability section has to make transcription for lecture videos on physics, math, and so many subjects for certain students who require them. The rate at they've got so much load, and the rate at which they are able to do this is about, so they do 1 hour of transcription in about 24 hours of continuous human work, which is amazing. So we want to cut down all those times. How we're using CMU Sphinx, which is in speech recognition library. We're using that and doing a lot of documentation of how you can convert a speech pattern into text. And yeah, so our short-term plan is to essentially have a web application where you just upload your media and it gives you the transcription in certain time. Right now, the current model does it faster than humans, but it's not fast enough for real time, which is what we want. So yeah, it's an amazing project. It has amazing amount of innovation, and it's important for everyone on Earth, actually, to be able to use this technology because it has so many applications. So, yeah. Is that any questions? Yeah.
What feature representation are you currently looking at for, within Sphinx?
So Sphinx uses this HMM model for.
So that's the learning algorithm. What about the feature representation?
So it uses a 37. So the previous model which they had used a 37 factor of. So let's say you have a wave of a word, say hello. It takes 37 factors into account. Let's say number of troughs in the sound, number of crest in it, the amplitude and all that, and it converts that to a factor, and it compares that to its library to see that. The process it was doing that was kind of slow because all that data was being stored in an array data structure, so it had to traverse through it. What I did was I converted that to a hash map, so searching and all that is O of 1, so it's way faster now. But yeah, there are still ways. It's still not real time, which is what I want to improve on, and yeah, basically end up with this amazing application.